everybody. Good morning, Bobby, and good morning, Pro Pyro. Thank you guys so much for being here. Happy Sunday. I can be on time. I could be on time. LOL. You're right on time, Bobby. I'm the one that's late today. I was just cleaning the grow tent. I'm gonna go turn fans down. Hang on. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing today? I am trying to get myself caffeinated because I'm tired today. And I'm extra tired right now because I just finished cleaning a little bit of the grow tent. I'm not done yet. I still have quite a bit to do, but it was getting kind of bad in here. It's been a few that I've neglected things. Good morning, Corey. And what is up, Saul? Thank you guys so much for hanging out. What a great day I had yesterday. I had my live, and shortly after, I got to hang out with the urban gardener. I got to hang out with Enoch on his channel, and he got an awesome show called Let's Get Growing, and saw some of you there, so thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate you. I saw a couple of you guys there, so thank you so much for tuning in. It was really cool to tap into a bit of the community. You know, sometimes you enter a new chat, so to speak, and there's just so many different people. The gardening community is massive, or the growing gardening community, whatever you want to call it, is huge, and it's just so nice to connect with so many different kinds of people that grow all types of things. And I had a great chat with Enoch yesterday, and it was actually really interesting because what's up, Lena and Jay? Thanks for hanging out. It was interesting because, you know, I when I initially started this journey, because I'm focused around hydroponics, aeroponics, indoor growing in a grow tent, I quickly found myself within an indoor growing community, and it was really interesting to talk to somebody who has indoor gardening experience, but maybe necessarily with a grow tent. And so it was definitely, I guess it just goes to show me how much I've learned during this experience. And even though I still have like a ways and a lifetime of learning to go, I shouldn't sell myself short. Oftentimes I kind of beat myself up here. What's up, Mofiz? But yeah, that was awesome yesterday to just exchange ideas and chat about all things gardening, different varieties. He has also grown the Chinese 5-color pepper and loves it too. So for those of you out there, if you're looking for just a really pretty plant to start growing, check out the Chinese 5-color plant. It's a beautiful plant. Mofiz is in the house. Lean and Jade says, I'm thinking about getting a grow tent. My answer to that is do it. You should totally do it. Good morning, Main Dad. Thanks for hanging out. Also didn't get home till 2 a.m. and at work 6. Oh my, you must be exhausted. Papa Butch. Oh wow, that is awesome. Are they still performing? This is a beautiful plant, almost as beautiful as me, LOL. What up, Dottie? Good morning. How's everybody today? It's Sunday. It's the last day of summer, you guys, so take it all in. It's a beautiful day. But you know what? I think this is one of the first times where I'm like, bring on the winter. I am so ready to start filling this tent up with so much good stuff during the winter months when a lot of you people can't grow, and I'm gonna have the most abundant garden. So I'm really looking forward to that. So there is a part of me that's ready for the cold weather. Lean and Jade, I totally hear you, and you'll be even more ready for cool weather if you start growing indoors. I don't know if you already grow indoors. If you already do, I apologize, but then that means you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that grow indoors, it takes away the winter blues. Especially for me, I live in Canada. We got all this snow and crappy weather and cloud months, and so it's really exciting to have a sunny grow tent where the weather's always warm and beautiful. So yeah, guys, today we are going to work on our romaine seedlings. I have germinated some in the paper towel method, sprouted, and now the paper towel's kind of puffed up, and so we got to figure out what to do with them. Like I said, we found a new way to germinate, but until that is in full swing, these seedlings right now, they're sprouted, but they're sandwiched in paper towel. We've got to either introduce them to oxygen, get them in a foam collar. We got to do something. So the challenge is that when you start them in paper towel, oftentimes the root kind of coils, and I wonder if that's because I've been germinating them in the light this whole time. These ones right now that just sprouted have been germinating in the dark, and they don't look, the root doesn't look as curled or coiled or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so we're gonna work on that today.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Freaking AI. I don't want to say the name because then she's gonna respond, but you know who I'm talking about. The Amazon AI thing. What do you grow? I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. We're going to go on a tent tour and I will show you everything that's growing on. But I just wanted to touch back one more thing. Thank you to the Urban Gardener for having me on yesterday. I am very grateful and I had a wonderful time chatting. So thank you so much for that opportunity. If you guys missed it, you can head over to the Urban Gardener's YouTube channel and check out the Let's Get Growing episode from yesterday. I got to go on and hang out with Enoch, so go check that out. All right, a couple more sips of coffee and we are going to do a tent tour. Yes, exactly. I have one in here to play some music, and yeah, I was just blasting the music while I was cleaning the tent like 20 minutes ago, so the volume's extra loud. What up, one and only? Happy Sunday. Thank you for hanging out. All right, guys, without further ado, take you on a little tent tour. I'm not saying that one out loud, Bobby. Plus, I don't have sprinklers. All right, so first thing I'm going to show you is, yes, I am Canada. I'm Canada. I am in Canada, one and only. Sorry, guys, I'm really tired. Doyle, thanks for subscribing to their channel. He's got great shows, great content every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Today, he's got a children's book author who's also a gardener, so I'm really excited to tune in. 2 p.m. today, guys, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So this is the green tower. The parsley is growing back. I harvested so much basil last night. I don't know if you guys saw, I posted this short last night. Oh man, I don't even know if you want to call it a dinner, but I had it for dinner. I got a bunch of tomatoes. I harvested every ripe tomato I had, I don't know, I would say it was like a full bowl, maybe like 40 tomatoes. It was like a full Pyrex dish. If you guys go check out the short, you'll see. And then I harvested a bunch of basil, chopped up garlic, not really fried it, but browned it on a pan in oil, and roasted the tomatoes with onion and garlic and all kinds of other stuff, and like spices and stuff, and then put the burrata up and baked it in the oven, and then made some garlic baguette and just dipped it in with the, oh man, it was so freaking good. Anyways, nothing like freshly harvested stuff from the grow tent. It really made for a wonderful treat last night, and the tomatoes were wicked. They were so freaking good. So yeah, we got a lot of sage here, a lot of parsley growing. Our romaine new germination experiment beta tester is alive. So it looks like we're out of the woods, guys, in just 13 days, or no, 16 days. We got it to germinate and got it in the grow tower. So let's see if we can cut that time in half and make it happen even faster. Oh, you live in London. Nice. I'm just outside of Toronto. I love heirloom tomatoes. Yes, heirloom tomatoes are wonderful. I also work in farm. Nice. Thank you so much, Lean. I am trying to improve my yields, but we're working on it. Right now, this tower has fully grown parsley plants that I just continue to harvest from. These plants have been harvested from multiple times, and they've been in the tower for several months now. Well, for yellow tower, but then we moved them over to the green one. And then our romaine is growing really, really fast, you guys. It's taking off. So we're gonna have some nice romaine soon. I made sure to feed the tower last night so everything stays on track and I get good yields and, you know, just make sure I make the most out of the grow tent. We've got our kale up here, more kale. More kale. We got a few kale plants, you guys. And the cukes. We got some cucumbers hanging now. Armenian cucumber. Apparently these are a great variety. I don't know what happened with this one here, but the seed... Oh, I just picked it off. We'll see if those leaves open up. Thanks so much, MK. I'm trying to maintain it best possible, and it's already full, which is crazy. We've got zinnias in here. Those aren't going to be in here long term. Same with the cucumbers. They are just temporary guests, but they will be going into the buckets soon. In terms of the buckets, I have an update. I guess I couldn't see yesterday, but this morning I used my electric toothbrush to hand pollinate my eggplant. There was so much pollen. I'm going to show you guys in a minute, but I'll show you guys what's growing on in the buckets. All right, so the tomatoes are looking bare in terms of fruit just because I harvested so much fruit last night. I had, like I said, just a lot of tomatoes. Our aquaponic dahlia is looking so freaking cool. I don't know, I guess it's called variegation on petals as well as leaves, but I keep showing you guys because it looks like leopard print. It's so cool. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful, very interesting looking flower. We've got our strawberries. They're doing better now, but I just can't wait to get them into the grow tower. They're going to fill the yellow tower, but I'm working on clones, and it's taking me a little more time than anticipated because I've been focused on filling the grow towers. We've got our cherry tomato plant here. That's a clone of these over there. Most of you guys know if you've been following along, and everything's starting to ripen now. I have yet to taste one of these, but they look so good. Large and juicy fruit, and we've got just a lot of flowers and stuff happening here. The watermelon, I can officially say for sure, no doubt in my mind, it's grown. It's starting to outgrow the sling that I made for it. So there's our sugar baby watermelon. It is doing quite well. Oh, and back to these tomatoes. I just wanted to show you guys these roots. Check this out. I mean, they are a bit stained, but they're quite healthy. Look at that. What up, Ray? Happy Sunday. And I can't even open this container here. But yeah, we've got some good roots in here. So that is, I think they're gonna need a trim because that is crazy. All right, Chinese 5-color pepper plant. This is the plant I was just talking about. I guess a lot of people grow this plant just for the aesthetic. It is just a colorful addition to your garden. It's considered ornamental, but it's also freaking delicious. And on last week's live, we made a chili oil, and it was awesome. All right, I'm finally getting my pH and my nutrients back on track. So these peppers are, they look rough. They're getting better, I swear. Same with my habanero. I gotta harvest this habanero to conserve the plant's energy, but finally have some new flowers. Our pH is kind of back in order. We've got our poblano pepper plant with some peppers growing there. We've got our bell peppers. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. It's a pepper growing out of a pepper. And we've got just some peppers growing back here. Again, nutrients and pH were off, so the leaves are looking a little crispy. But other than that, everything's doing well. We've got some new flowers. And then, I mean, this is where stuff's real crazy. We've got all our new bell pepper plants that are younger, but they're much healthier. And we've got some new growth there. We've got some peppers growing already over here. And they're doing quite well. Then we've got our eggplants. I also haven't looked at those roots in a while. Oh, wow. All right. I mean, they're kind of stained. They don't look the greatest. Not bad. Not bad. So these are the eggplant. The eggplant, we have our flowers happening now. So I hand pollinated this morning. We're going to go over it again just so I can show you guys. So it is considered a plant. Both male and female components are within the same flower. But sometimes it needs a hand moving the pollen from one part of the flower to the other. And so hence why we hand pollinate. But there's our eggplant flower. So we're going to get that pollinated. But just to show you guys, when I did it this morning, look at all that pollen that fell down on the bucket top. So we do have pollen production. I wonder if it's because I gave them a CalMag feeding before bed. And maybe they... I don't know, showing me the results this morning. I don't know if stuff happens that fast, but, and then, yeah, these are just, again, bell peppers, all different colors. And, yeah, there it is. And then we have all of our new seedlings that we're working on transferring. And so the experiment that I did, or conducted, where I tried to pop the seed inside a foam collar rather than a sponge, because typically I start my seeds in paper towel or in a polyurethane sponge, but then to transfer them at such a young age to another vessel where they're gonna grow for the rest of their lifespan, it feels too complicated, and the seedlings shouldn't be moved and transferred like that, especially when they're so young. So I'm trying to find a way where wherever I pop the seed is where they grow and I don't touch it, and low stress for the plant, low stress for me, and it's just easy around. So it worked. I had 5 seedlings, or no, so far, well, 5 total, one of which is already in the grow tent, but 5 seedlings so far have successfully sprouted, and more to correct the tray. So we're gonna look at it. I'll update you guys. Doyle's asking, have I used vitamin C powder to adjust the pH in the water? No, I adjusted my nutrients and my pH is back on track. I think the nutrients that I use, as long as I'm using it in the correct amounts, my pH is always balanced. So I don't know, but yeah, I see the change because I've been trying to focus on that, because, you know, especially the strawberries and stuff, no pollen, no fruit. So, I'm gonna go our little tray here, and I'm gonna show you. So I picked out all the sprouted ones already, but there's some of them that are sprouted a little bit and not fully, and I want to show you. I'm gonna put them over here, actually. All right, so I put the foam collar down on a piece of damp paper towel and just pop the seed right in the center. And some of them have sprouted already. I'm gonna leave them for like another day until I actually see that it shoot out. Hang on here. Where was it? I saw... It's hard to show you through the camera. Okay, there's one that's like halfway sprouted, right? It's starting to pop out. Anyways, so I took out all the ones that successfully sprouted and I moved them to the light. So here they are. It worked. There's the little seedling and then the root at the bottom. So we could even get these in the grow tower now if we wanted. We should try one of them just to see how quickly we can push it. So those seeds were started on Wednesday. Wednesday was September 17th. So it's been 5 days since we germinated. So can you imagine, from seed to tower, it takes 5 days. And then after that, probably 3 to 4 weeks. So if I really speed things up, that would be wonderful. So, I mean, not all of them have sprouted. And looks like I may have lost one here. This one sprouted, but I may have taken the foam collar with it. Ooh! Whoops. Anyways, we're not gonna lose this one. There's another one right here, so I'm gonna just stick it in a foam collar with another one and we'll deal with it in a minute. Alright. So I'm gonna put this back under the light, or sorry, back in the seedling station with a towel over it. Okay, so before we get started with the seedling transplant, I also I've been looking into the coffee seeds recently, and we got to start those because those take time. So it can take up to 6 months for the seeds to germinate. 6 months, and then it's a whole process. I was reading about it. 6 months for it to germinate, a couple of years times. Actually, people that have tried it hydroponically say that after a year you get fruit, but others that grow in soil say 2 years. So that'll be interesting to see. You guys will want to stick around for that long of a journey, but if you do, you'll see how it works. So we have coffee seeds that first we have to soak them for a couple of days, and then it says the best way to germinate them is actually to put them in vermiculite and leave them for, it could take up to 6 months, a couple weeks up to 6 months. So it's like, what, that's like a needle in a haystack. That doesn't tell me anything. So it's such a large range. That's like when, you know, you get like a technician to come to your house to fix something. They tell you we'll be there between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. And it's like, you're not like, what am I supposed to do with that information? So what kind of coffee is it? I'll show you. And we're gonna look at the carrots in just a minute. So I don't know where the seeds are from, but there's only like a couple of them in here. So I only have a couple of chances to write. So here it says, once you have your seeds, so this is the seed pack. So the bean, the cherry plant, or the coffee plant produces fruits called cherries, and inside the cherry is the bean. Once you have your seeds, soak them in water for 24 hours, drain, then sow in damp sand or wet vermiculite. Put the seed between moist coffee sacks. I guess nitrogen and coffee or something. After you germinate coffee tree seeds, remove them from the medium. Place the seed flat side down in a hole made into loam soil with high humus content, to which rotted manure can be added. We're not going to be adding any rotted manure in this grow tent. And rotted isn't manure, like manure. Like, what do you mean rotted? You can tell that this company isn't, it's definitely not local. I think it's, I don't know, Russia, Ukraine, somewhere. Anyways, you can also try lightweight porous soil. Don't press the soil down. Place ½ inch of mulched grass atop to conserve moisture, but remove it when the seed has germinated. Water daily, but not too much, just moist. Who wrote this? Once your seeds are planted, the plant can either be left or transplanted in a porous, low pH soil with high nitrogen content. Place the plant indoors under artificial lighting, water once a week, and allow to drain again during the week with fertilizer. Keep the soil moist and well drained. Yep, you already said that. Takes 2 to 3 years for the tree to flower and possible cherries to be 2 to 3 years. Once spring begins, water the plant well to shock into bloom. Once the cherries mature, you can harvest, pulp, ferment, dry roast, and finally enjoy a nice cup of drip. It takes some painstaking effort. Man, like, I am going to enjoy every freaking sip of coffee because that is a labor of love. What up, Michael? I'm doing well. How are you doing? That'll be so cool, growing your own coffee. That's gonna take so long, Bobby. I don't know if I have the patience, and I don't know if I keep the tent pest or disease free for 2 years. But we'll try. No shit is a pretty universal feeling. Yes. What's up, Tristan? Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Sunday. Patience truly is a virtue, one that I do not possess. So we'll see how that goes, but we got to get started. So stay tuned if you guys are interested in following along the journey. Come hang with me this week. I'm going to just pop this open. Oh, it's already open. Oh my. All right. We've got, I feel like Jack and the Beanstalk, where I only have a few special seeds. So don't F this up, Natalie. Can't afford to. Those instructions are for traditional soil gardening, so we're going to see how they do in aeroponics, but there are a lot of companies I saw online, because I was looking into it yesterday, that are actually growing coffee hydroponically, and it's like a whole thing. They've got the whole facility, and I guess they've been producing for a while that their plants are now producing fruit. And I wonder, I don't know anything about the coffee plant, but I wonder if it's like other plants where now you could just take a cutting and root it and expedite that process to flower, or do you have to start from scratch every time? Wow, I didn't realize like coffee is like liquid gold. I got these towers. I actually worked with a manufacturer, a hydroponics manufacturer in China, and I had these towers made. The design already, you know, they had towers very similar to this, but I made some modifications, and these grow towers are available on the website. What up, Brian? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. I'm having such a good day. It's a chill day. Woke up this morning, did a little bit of stuff, grow tent, tried to clean a little bit. I still have some cleaning to do after I get off this live. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm getting things back on track. It's just Work never stops, you guys. It's such a full-time job. You know, even on the Urban Gardener yesterday, I wanted to be able to talk about all the things I've grown and all the varieties and stuff, but I'm just not there yet. Still so much learning before I can get excited about all the other stuff, you know? So right now we're at a point where it's about the small wins, you know? Like germinate a seed in a foam collar. Good morning, Seed Daddy. How you doing? That is so funny, man. All right, well, carrots. Let me show you guys the seeds that we're trying to germinate. So we're doing a few. We're trying carrots. Honestly, I've been pretty tired this week. I don't even remember what we've tried germinating. Carrots have not sprouted yet. I'm going to show you guys. I forget what else we did. We did carrots and something else. I don't remember. So here are the carrot seeds. There's another one there. Haven't sprouted yet, but those take a little more time. And over here, we have all our lettuce seeds. So these ones have all sprouted, and we kind of got to figure out what to do with them. They can't stay in the paper towel. They need light. They need oxygen. Do we get them in a foam collar? I don't really know, so we're going to kind of try to figure it out today. I've got some tweezers, and we're going to, I guess, try to pick them out one by one. In my case, I don't want to leave them in the paper towel too long because then I have a hard time getting them out. So, yeah, it might be too early to this, but once we're done these seeds, like we're done, we're maxed out. I germinated more than the orange tower can handle already. So within a couple weeks, the orange tower is going to be set up and powered up. Less than a couple weeks, maybe by next weekend, we'll probably be filling up the entire orange tower with all of our seedlings. So today is the start of that journey. So let's make note of that. Today is the day you start populating the tower, each tower. All right, so I'm going to put this aside here. A little bit. Woo! Oh yeah. Before we get to it, I just want to show you guys the eggplant flower. I don't know if there's any pollen left, but I recorded a short, so I'll be posting. You guys will see it if this doesn't work. I may have exhausted all the pollen supply from the flower, but I wanted to show you guys. So here's the electric brush, and if I put it on the low setting, now I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, so hang on a sec. I'll put you guys here, and I'm going to zoom in. I don't know, it's very fine, so it's hard to see. But I swear, there was pollen earlier. So the goal is to move it from these yellow anthers to the stigma, which is that white part. But anyways, I swear there's pollen. This is all of it over here. We will send some love to your short also, Fresh Princess. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate the support, and I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. I always look forward to my lives. I always look forward to hanging out with you guys. I saw when you first touched it. All right, cool. So there's a little update since yesterday, because I know we were trying to achieve that pollination, and it wasn't working. so I don't really know how I'm going to tackle this. I think I'm just going to grab some foam collars and try to, what is this on? I'm going to just grab some foam collars and try to transplant the sprouted seeds in there, and we'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna go get some foam collars, and we're gonna try a couple things, I guess, and see what works best. Good morning, Bernie. Thanks for hanging out. The haul in your latest short was a good one. Oh, that was last night. Or was it? Oh, you mean the, yes, I got that from my friend Farmer Anthony, Quality Horticulture. That was from a couple weeks ago. I did an unboxing on the lot, but didn't have time to, you know, record a nice short. So just had to put that out there, because honestly, this community, you guys are so awesome and helpful and kind, and I just appreciate everybody so much. You guys are the best. What up, Frank? Good morning. And what's up, Allison? Thank you for hanging out. Happy Sunday. Okay, so I've got a few foam collars. Good day, see Daddy, LOL. Foam collars, let's do this, guys. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I don't know if what we're gonna do is gonna work. Are we gonna waste all these seeds? Let's figure it out. Good afternoon, Fred. Thank you so much for hanging out. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's having a great day so far. I am excited because we are getting things moving to get the orange tower filled and ready to go for a new run. I can't wait. I am so looking forward to it. All right, so let's look at what we're working with here. I'm going to just flip you guys around and show you my seedlings. So we've got a bunch of lettuce seedlings here, and I'm not quite sure how to tackle it. I could leave them in the paper towel under the light and keep the paper towel moist, but you know, I've done that before, and that's how we get algae. So the idea would be to get it into the foam collars as quickly as possible. I don't know if it's too young for them, but if I also wait it out, then the root gets too long and it kind of gets tangled in the paper towel, making it really challenging to remove without breaking. And then we've got ourselves a problem. And as I said that, I broke it. But I wonder if I get it into the foam collar and in water and just float this, will it survive? What do you guys think? Will this survive? If I put it, I'll show you. If I just put it here, this is water and hydrogen peroxide. Do you think the root will find its way down? I'll obviously kind of group them together so it's not open. I'm trying it with that one too. I've seen some people leave some of the paper towel on the root of the ones that are stuck good. I've done that too before. I'm just trying to avoid the transfer process altogether, which is why we're gonna start implementing seed starting in the foam collars. But because I already started these and they've sprouted, I don't want to waste all these seeds and I don't want to lose them. And oftentimes if I leave them in the paper towel too long, I end up becoming careless with it. So, and I forget. But do you see what I mean? You see how this seedling is curled, right? Like it's like an L. And it's challenging to get it into the foam collar successfully because you want the seedling ideally to be straight and not curved, but can't always get what you want, right? All right, I'm having some challenges here. All right, so I don't know, we're gonna see. Fred says one way to find out. That's exactly it. Only one way to find out. And this is all about finding the best way possible. So it's a bit of a journey, you guys. So we will see what happens. I'm gonna do a few of them and see how they go. I don't want to waste all of these seeds. Now I have that song stuck in my head, Doyle. Ah, I broke the root. But see, this is what I'm trying to avoid. All these steps. The other ones that I started are so much easier. You pop the seed in the center and there it is. You don't have to do anything. When we're ready, we just pop it in the ground. We're done. This is ridiculous, this whole process. I oftentimes have a song stuck in my head while I'm on these lives and I'm like, don't, Natalie, don't start singing. You are going to break people's screens with your horrible voice. If the root is struggling to find water once it's in there now, maybe a little mist here and there will, yes, hopefully. This is new to me, so we'll see if it even survives. That could be overwater. There is hydrogen peroxide in that water, so I think it'll be okay. Damn it. Yes! I got one without breaking the root! Success! Dun 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 dun! Ah! It's like surgery, you guys. Ugh. I'm breaking all these roots. I can't. Ugh. This is the last time. I just have to comfort myself by reminding myself, this is the last time you have to do this. This is the last time you have to do this. Your new process is going to work. It's going to be, this is the last time. I did it! Ugh. With a little piece of paper towel, but I still did it. I wonder if I should get these in the net pot so that it holds the foam collar together, because there's like a little opening. Wonder if putting them in the net pot already is better, and then filling up the water level a little higher. What do you guys think? Operation, LOL. I know, so people have said that in the tour. I've actually never played that game before. That was the one game I think that I did not play as a child. What up, Jax? Ogo Jax is in the house. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, I am going to get, I don't know, we're gonna try a few different ways. What up, Spanish Dre? So good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm just doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think the net pot is gonna help hold the foam collar together, and then we're gonna fill up the water so that the root is hanging out the bottom. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out, you guys. Trial error is what it's all about. I'm gonna have to go get water. Maybe there's enough in here. Either we need, yeah, we're gonna need more water. All right, I'm gonna get more water. I'm gonna get one more net pot and water. So we're only gonna start with a few. I'm gonna lose all these seeds if it doesn't work. We've got 5. Should be a pretty accurate idea as to whether or not this will work. I'm gonna cover, maybe, I don't know what to do with the rest of these. They've sprouted. Should I get them? They should ideally be under the light, but if I put them on the damp paper towel under the light, they're gonna grow algae. It's definitely going in the right direction, Bobby. I'm just waiting for the rest to sprout. So like I was showing you guys, I laid down a piece of paper towel and I placed foam collars on the damp paper towel, and I put the seeds in the center of the foam collar, and the result are these right here. It sprouted and it worked, and you have the actual root, the bottom, hanging out the bottom, which is exactly what I was looking for, so that we can get them in the grow tower. And now I don't have to transfer any seedlings or do anything. I just wait a couple days to see some leaves. We see some leaves, we get them in the grow tower. So it's definitely headed in the right direction. This is more of, because I was impatient to see if this will work, I also, in conjunction with this method, germinated seeds using the paper towel method. So now I'm kind of stuck with those, and I'm like, all right, how am I gonna handle these? So these ones, put them under the light, leave the dome cracked, and yeah, we'll actually, yeah, and we'll see how they do. Thank you so much, Fred. Appreciate you watching. I was so excited to hang out with the urban gardener on Let's Get Growing. So much fun as always, such great content, and such a great community. All right. Figure out my Bluetooth plug. All right, leave the lid cracked. And what do I got here? I have some more stuff that I think we were germinating. What's up, Raphael? Thank you so much for hanging out. It is a aeroponic tower. We got a couple of grow towers, but this is the one that is currently filled with plants, and we are working on starting seedlings to fill this orange one behind me. Sounds like a hydroponic system. Yes, it's aeroponics, but yeah, similar. I missed yesterday, had a bad connection because I was on the road. No worries, Seed Daddy. You can always catch the replay, but if not, I'm here every day, so you guys didn't miss much other than checking out the channel and the show. They had some good guests yesterday. Kay Cottrell, she is a wonderful urban gardener. She's got a fantastic garden. All right, let's see. All right, these are like no good really. I don't know what happened with these, but all right. So that's garbage. Garbage, garbage. And these, I don't know what these are. Seeds never sprouted in here, so thank you so much, Raphael. I appreciate it. All right, so these seeds never sprouted. I don't know if we should just wait, but I don't know if they will. All right, forget it. Not gonna waste time and resources. Thank you so much, Doyle. Appreciate you. Let me smash that like button. Growing is so therapeutic. It has honestly changed my life. I feel like I don't need anything or anyone. I just need my garden. And it's the best feeling to be able to grow your own. And thank you so much, Raphael. I really appreciate the support. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, my goal is to share my journey with you guys because I'm so new at gardening and I'm faced with all these challenges and, you know, different learning curves that I wanted to share my journey so that for any of those, for any of you out there that are kind of intimidated by growing, no need, because if I can do it, you can do it. So that's kind of the goal behind these lives, is just to show you behind the curtain. You know, I work hard on my shorts and my reels and long form videos to make sure they're all polished, but that's not the reality, right? There is the failure side, there is the messy side, there is the you know, there's a lot of things that go into gardening and the learning curve. And so yeah, I felt intimidated and nervous and scared to put myself out there and to try. And so I don't want anybody else to feel the same way. So I'm trying to show up on here and tell you guys, hey, I don't really know what I'm doing, but we're all gonna learn together. And as time goes on, I'm starting to realize that, hey, I think I actually do know what I'm doing. Especially, you know, there's moments where I talk to, like I said, outdoors, and after talking to outdoor gardeners, I'm like, wow, I really have learned so much, and it's definitely a good sense of accomplishment. So not only is it therapeutic, but it's also really rewarding. I really enjoy just kind of diving into this journey head first and just going for it. But yeah, I am a little overwhelmed. There is a lot still that I have to figure out and get under control in order to, you know, get a good yield. But I will say that in terms of the a few plants specifically, the Chinese 5-color pepper plant is doing extremely well. That I could harvest every day if I wanted to and still have enough. Tomatoes, I've been harvesting about 20 tomatoes a day for the last several weeks, which has been pretty good. Lettuce, I had a great run. I was harvesting lettuce all day for several months at a time when I had the green tower and the orange tower both operational. So we're going to get back into that. You know, I was successfully able to grow flowers this time. So this is the best grow I've had, and there's a lot more to come, but at least there's at least you could see the growth, not only in my plants, but in me as a gardener. And so that's kind of what I'm going to achieve. Just fake it till you make it. Yes, absolutely. Actually, you know, yesterday, that reminds me, so I'm trying not to have, you know, I'm a very humble person. You know, you have a lot of experiences in life sometimes that really humble you, and I sometimes see content online and I'm like, that ain't right. And I kind of have developed a bit of a, not an ego, but I think a lot of people would see it as ego. But I have the desire sometimes when I see people put out misinformation specifically regarding plants, if it's something that I know that what they're saying is incorrect, I feel the need to just chime in. And sometimes, like if you don't have anything positive to say, then don't say anything. However, there's also look at it as you should say something, because why wouldn't you want to teach somebody something they don't know, and they're sitting there putting out this information that's incorrect. So pretty much the reason why I'm saying this is because last I was scrolling through shorts on YouTube. I forget what the channel is, but it's somewhere, I've never even come across this channel, but it was this chef, and I guess he owns a restaurant or whatever, not in Canada, and he called the video The Ultimate Bell Pepper Guide. And he there's a fine line between proud and ego. You definitely don't have an ego. Right, I don't have an ego, but I got to maintain it that way, right? So this guy said, I'm going to tell you what he said in the video first, and you tell me if I should have commented or shouldn't have. I didn't. I bit my tongue because I'm like, don't be one of those. If this guy wants to claim something and not do the research to back it up, that too. So, you know, don't be one of those. But it really bothered me because this is something not a lot of people know. I didn't want to put this guy in his place and make him feel bad. I just wanted to educate. Like, it's not an ego thing. I truly wanted to educate. So he's calling this video The Ultimate Bell Pepper Guide. When to use which color bell pepper for which dish. He starts off the video by talking about how the green pepper is the least ripe out of the bunch. And then goes to yellow, which you can use for whatever dishes he's mentioning, and it's a little sweeter. And then the yellow starts to turn to orange, and it gets a little sweeter. And then it turns to red, which is the sweetest bell pepper. And he was saying, and then the people in the comments were like, oh yes, color indicates the ripeness. And other people were like, oh, that's so odd because I never get green peppers, they always red, or I never get orange, they always just turn yellow and stop. And this guy has like so many followers, like over 300,000 followers. There were like 500 on this video. I sat there for like more than I'd like to admit, reading through the comments, and I'm like, nobody knows that the amount of pigment in a bell pepper is predetermined in DNA. So you're never going to get yellow to orange to red. It's either green to red, green to orange, green to yellow. And if it's green and it doesn't ripen to a color, it's a genetic deficiency. Your pepper is lacking pigment. That's why I'm so blown away by the Chinese 5-color pepper plant, because it's rare to see a pepper go through the series of colors as it ripens. Bell peppers are not one of those plants. Maybe there are varieties. Maybe there's like, well, the Doe Hill pepper's yellow, but maybe there's different versions of Doe Hill that go through different colors. But if we're talking about a traditional bell pepper, it's exactly, main dad, people in the comments of that video were like, well, what about purple peppers? And it's like, doesn't that indicate something to you? That like, what about the purple peppers? It should be purple first then, if what that guy's saying is true. But there's yellow, red, orange, and purple. Those are the peppers available, but it's not like the purple ones go through all these colors before they purple. They just go green to purple. So depending on what seed you have. So I've harvested seeds from a red bell pepper plant, and therefore when I grow those seeds, I will only ever get red bell peppers. If I grow seeds from an orange bell pepper, I will only get orange bell peppers. If I grow seeds from an orange bell pepper and I get a yellow one, there's a freaking problem. I didn't harvest my seeds right, or I didn't label right. Have you ever seen a pepper plant that grows 5 types of peppers? Is it grafted? Because if it's grafted, then it's possible. Comment against bad info for cannabis. People don't like it. Yeah, honestly, it's like and it's not to put them in their place and make them feel bad about being wrong. I genuinely wanted to, like, I felt bad for that video he posted. And the worst part was, I don't know why it was in my algorithm. It was like from a couple of years ago. So it's like, what am I going to comment 2 years later and freaking school this guy on bell peppers? Like, it's so stupid. So I just, I second guess myself because I'm like, wait, is that true? Is it? And it is. Like, it is based on me growing my peppers. So out of all the 500 comments, I guess nobody has ever grown their own bell peppers. And if they have, then they're low IQ and they don't see that it doesn't go through all these colors. Pollinated with different types. That is so cool. But anyways, yeah, I just get so irritated. It's spreading misinformation for clout frustrates me. No, Bernie, the way this guy was talking about it, he genuinely believed that before I journey, I genuinely believed that that's how bell peppers behaved, that was the ripening journey of the bell pepper. I did not know that that was not the case until I started growing them myself, and I was like, why did this just red? It's not ripening properly. It should be yellow and then orange and then red. And then when I started reading about it, I was like, oh, wow. I did not even realize that it's in DNA. Like there is no ripening. It's either they're one or the other. So, should I go back to the video? I saved it just in case. I'm like, I sat there, I even saved I wrote out a whole response. I tried to make it as kind as possible, and then I saved it to my notepad because I was like, nah, don't bitch. But I'm not trying to be like rude or anything. I just, again, I really, if someone doesn't know something, I don't want to be the one to make them feel bad, but I want to be courteous, and as a fellow person in the YouTube community, as a creator, I want to be able to help them out. And, you know, that'll level up his content. You know, talking about bell peppers and the way the colors are, people find that so interesting because not a lot of people know. See, Daddy, now that's mean. I don't want to be mean. I'm just kidding. It's not mean, but it's true. It's true. Oh God, I don't even want to know about the Canadian stat. See, Daddy says 23 million people in the US think chocolate milk comes from a brown cow. Does it not? I thought it did. Oh man, that's so good. So funny. So yeah, like, what do you do with these people? What do you do with them? You tell them they're wrong, or you just let them be stupid? Saved it. It's so hard for me to find the right way to say things. I am such a people pleaser, and I overthink things all the time. When I have an iPhone, and when iOS released an update where you can like unsend your messages or edit them, I'm like, thank goodness. It takes me time to compose a message. Like, you know, if somebody does something for me and that I've asked for and I don't like it, or if I've been a boss or a manager many times in my my corporate world life, and telling people they didn't do a good job or they did something wrong without offending them and saying it in a nice way is very, very difficult. It is very difficult to finesse the way you approach something without offending somebody. It's especially these days, man. Everybody gets offended. It's crazy. I've been hunting for pink strawberry milk cows my whole life. I have no idea where they're hiding them. Man, Bobby, they're hiding them right in Ontario, Canada. I seen one. Just kidding. When you accidentally send something that you don't mean to send, yes, hit that unsend button real quick. Or sometimes, well, I think there's a time limit before you can unsend, but there has been times where it's like a week later, I don't get a response and I'm like, damn it, should I unsend this? I think I'm gonna unsend it. And it's like, no, just own what you said and drop it. I don't like being the boss except on payday. I just say what's on my mind. They don't like it. Oh well. I'm trying to become more of that. I'm trying to become more honest, and I'm trying to know more and just be more straight up. But it is challenging. It's hard to, especially when you're a people pleaser. I spiral when I think, like, sometimes I think you guys are mad at me and I'm like, I don't even know you guys. Like, I know you guys, but you know what I mean? I'm like such a people pleaser. I'm like, did I say something wrong on the live and offend my community? You just have to drink enough to forget what you sent, LOL. Or I just have to wait till I'm like in a fit of rage. Then I don't give a shit what I say or how I say it. And then, you know, later it's too late to take back. So everyone has a boss, really. Absolutely. We all work for the man. But yeah, being a boss is not easy. That's for sure. I was always like, yeah, you know, this isn't quite right. Do you think maybe if it's not too much trouble, you could try it again, but maybe, you know, make it a little better. It's already good. It's just not what I was looking for. Can you maybe try again? That was me saying, your work sucks. You're fired. Anyways. Bernie, saying things in rage is what helps me have a backbone. I'm just kidding. I don't have enough patience to be a boss. I have quite a bit of patience. Actually, I always thought my whole life I had a tremendous amount of patience until I started gardening, and I'm like, wow, you really, you know, I thought I was self-aware. Man, there's so many like sayings like that. I thought I was patient. I thought I was self-aware. I thought I was organized. I thought I was all these things before I started a garden. And now I'm like, you are none of those things. That's why I think I'm so humble. The garden is a humbling place and humbling experience. LOL, you effed up. Yeah, no, I can't say that, but I wish I could. Or just tell people to F off, you know? I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know, it can be tricky to give people the right information. So, yeah, and the thing is with YouTube, it's not one of the, I mean, unless they have it in their description or whatever, but it's not like there's a place to send a message to somebody discreetly and let them know, hey, what you're saying is wrong. Putting it on the comment maybe isn't the best way to approach it. If I could, I would reach out to this person and tell them, hey, you're wrong. But that's okay. He's just a chef anyways. He doesn't know about gardening. He just needs to know about cooking stuff from the garden. And it looks like he does. I mean, his content and his restaurant looks awesome. So can't fault him there. I wear a shirt on the weekend that says... You know what I saw? Oh my gosh. I saw... I don't even want to say it here. I'll spell it. It was a crow... What? I forget what the shirt was. A crow, like a crow mid-flight, and it said F, and then it said C, you like caw, and then F. It was a great shirt. So you should Google that and get yourself one of those, because that's a polite way of saying it without saying it. What is up, Lou? Good morning. Oh, hello from Florida. So good afternoon. It's also afternoon here. I'm in Canada, but welcome. Thank you for hanging out. See, Daddy, that's what I was just talking about. I just didn't want to, like, say, you know, try to be polite on these lives. But yeah, it's with a crow or a raven or what I want to call it, mid-flight, and it's pretty funny. All right, done with these. yeah, so I'm going to just get some water. Hang tight, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I like it. I'm gonna have to look for this shirt. Do it. Bernie, if you're on Instagram, follow me and I'll send you the video or the link for it. But yeah, it's probably easy to all right, so we're just gonna top this tray up with water and see how it goes. Whew, I just ran up there and now I'm all out of breath. Will it work or won't it? Oh, that is too much water. Oh well. We'll see. I don't know if that's a stupid idea, but we'll see. I wrote down the text to look for later. Nice. And Bernie, his name is Sea Daddy. All right, so I'm gonna also add some hydrogen peroxide in there. Where did I put it? Where did I put my... Oh. LOL, Bernie, that's hilarious. Alright, let's put like a couple of teaspoons. A little bit of H2O2. See if that helps. Yeah, so this week I have a lot of net pots and foam collars to still try to scrub and clean. I can't get the hard water off of them. So we're going to be focusing on the orange tower all week. We're going to be transplanting lettuce seedlings. We're going to be getting our strawberry clones in order. I think I might actually start putting them in the orange tower just to get things moving along. And then I have a new fan. So we're gonna set this fan up probably tomorrow just to create more airflow for the green tower. Last grow lettuce bolted because it is too hot in here. The temperatures are not optimal for lettuce, so I want to try to create kind of a cooler section of the grow tent, and hopefully by doing that it'll prolong the life of the lettuce and the quality of the lettuce. And also strawberries are in that section too, so we got to keep it cool, you guys. So I don't know where I'm gonna put the fan, but it's gonna be kind of directed to this area here so that we can move more air and get this end of the grow tent cooler than the rest. Yeah, and then that'll help us again maximize our lettuce run and the quality of everything in the tower, because most things in the tower are more cool weather. With the fluctuation in temperature and humidity, it can be challenging to prevent it from bolting, means going to flower. Thank you so much, Shawnee. It's so good to see you here. Welcome. Happy Sunday. I appreciate that very much, and likewise. So yeah, the goal is to prevent things from going to flower, and it can be challenging to do that in a grow tent where I'm growing things that also enjoy the heat. And so, you know, watermelon, tomato, peppers is tricky. Oh, I missed the comment. Ogo Jax. I actually just watched your aloe video with Andrew, and I cannot wait to do an aloe grow off. Where is the comment? I didn't see it. Same Bernie. Why can't I see the comment? Oh, have you done any aloe stuff yet? Ogo Jax, it's happening. We are going to do an aeroponic aloe grow off. I'm gonna see about getting some seeds, and I will be in touch for sure. Specific varieties for each crop is useful. Absolutely, Shawnee. There are specific varieties that do well under certain conditions versus others. And especially indoors, there are varieties that self-pollinate, so they don't require hand pollination. Perhaps those are some that I'm after. It's still a learning experience and a little bit of a journey, and just trying to navigate it while also optimizing everything in my grow tent. Would it make more sense to have warm crops grow tent and cool crops grow tent? Absolutely. The thing is, because I had never grown prior to this journey, I didn't know about cool versus warm weather crops. So I just kind of thought, all right, let's get this big space and let's throw everything in here. And so this is how we started, but I still have 3 more towers to get into this grow tent. So space hasn't been filled yet. There's a lot of unused space, absolutely. I'm looking at getting another bucket system for the root vegetables. And I think we're gonna be able to kind of isolate this area of tent, even if I do some kind of like tarp or something. I don't know, we're gonna see. Maybe add another exhaust on this side, or there's gotta be a way to figure it out. Yes, Shawnee, Monica cucumbers are, what are they called? Parthenocopic. I think that's what they're called. They're varieties that self-pollinate, that don't require hand pollination. 2 tents, you're gonna need a bigger basement. Yeah, I have room for a second tent, you guys. This one is taking up more time. So daring to take on indoor growing and not have grown outdoors before. Shawnee, it has totally confused me because I do go outdoors. After I started growing indoors, I started an outdoor cut garden, and I find it so much more intimidating than aeroponics. It's so parthenocarpic, that's it. Thank you so much. Yes, there's definitely more coming. You guys are going to be doing root vegetables. We're going to try berry bushes. This yellow tower behind me is going to be filled with strawberries and just different varieties. I've got Seed Daddy, which is Les the tomato, is going to be sending me a bunch of different varieties. So we've got a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening in the grow tent. I just need to figure out how to optimize things to also make the cost worthwhile, right? Because it is an investment. Fred says, I was working on thermal mass in the greenhouse this morning. Ooh, that's interesting. 2 days in a row we have had frost. So I guess, do you heat your house, or how do you manage your plants during a time of frost? I guess you just heat it. You're gonna have to build a separate house for all of your plants. LOL, yeah. Well, I guess that's when the greenhouse comes in. Oh, it has a thermal mass greenhouse in the chat. Yeah, that sounds really cool, Fred. Do you share that on your YouTube channel? That would be very cool to see. Yeah, and if any of you guys are interested in, you know, just the journey of the tower from start to finish, or the buckets, I'm going to be working on more seed to harvest videos and stuff, but That would be really cool to introduce a greenhouse into the mix. Fred, I'm interested to hear more about your greenhouse. But yeah, in terms of melons and squash and all that stuff, I'd love to start growing that now. Well, it's a little late now because we're already last day of summer. Well, it's never too late. We could do it for the winter. The only thing is melons, cucumbers, watermelon, or well, that is zucchinis, squash. Those are so susceptible to powdery mildew. And in an indoor garden, it could be so challenging to avoid those types of diseases. And so I don't know about, I'm already pushing my limits by having cucumber and watermelon at the same time, as well as zinnias. We've got zinnias germinating, or zinnias growing. So all of which are susceptible to mildew. So I don't know what we're gonna do just yet. I think I just need to kind of figure out better airflow, how to move air in the tent. Once I get a better airflow and I manage, now that we have a dehumidifier here, the dew point is much lower, and so there's a lot of moisture, I guess, that the leaves are putting out. So hopefully we'll figure it out soon. But we've come along since we've started, that's for sure. Things have been coming along nicely and we're getting some good harvests. So, you know, we'll see how things go. But I'm excited to share the journey, and maybe you guys can learn something or I can learn something from you. Friday night was 4 Celsius last night. 3 and had some frost, no plant damage. Wow. Yeah, we've already had a couple frosts here in Ontario, and my flower garden right now is not doing so well. I just use shelf right now. Anything works, Shawnee. That is awesome. You could try loofah. You can eat loofah when it's young. You can use it as a natural sponge. Yeah, I know so many people that are growing it. Are you still having issues with humidity? No, it is nice and dry in here. Well, not dry, but because everything's in the flowering stage, we're hovering, we're trying around 50% humidity. Typically when they're seedlings, so my lettuce seedlings in the grow tower, they would probably like a little more humidity. Typically when they're in a vegetative state, you want like 60, 70%. But right now we're running 50 because everything's in flower. I am learning from the Fresh Princess and others before I decide to start a channel. All right, well, I look forward to you and your journey, starting your channel. I look forward to following along. Stangman, good afternoon. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Stangman, that is the one major thing I monitor religiously is my VPD, vapor pressure deficit. I am always making sure it's in check. Try to keep it between 1.2 and 1.3. Online it says between 1.2 and 1.6 kPa is optimal for veggies in flower in an indoor garden. And so I've been doing a great job at maintaining that. I usually keep my dew point at around 50, 55. And the humidity again 50%, and the temperature fluctuates. Right now we're at 75 degrees in here, so like the environment is no longer really a concern. It's more of a maintenance. I just have to maintain, and as the plants move their different growth stages, I will alter as needed. What I learned today: use an electric toothbrush to hand pollinate. Nice. Yeah, so now we got to worry about, you know, I really need to learn more about the nutrients. Having these conversations in the chat on these lives the last week has taught me that I should have probably researched that a little more before just jumping into things. I need to develop a better understanding of what veggies require, what type of levels of nutrients, and next one, that'll definitely be more of a consideration, is grouping things together that have the same nutritional requirements as well as environmental requirements, because that is where we're struggling a little bit right now. When you try to accommodate a plant, another one might suffer, and it's tricky. You know, I'm growing this stuff that's doing super well, and I finally have a strawberry plant that's fruiting, But my strawberries are growing, they're just not good quality right now because it's too hot, it's too humid, and the water temperature is too high, and the pH is off, and so things that need their own environment, which is why we're going to work on getting the yellow tower set up. But there's a lot that goes into it, and that's probably why you got me talk a million miles a minute on these lives, is just because there's a lot in my head. There's a lot I need to learn, and I go there's ebbs and flows of feeling overwhelmed, you know, and that's where you guys come in. Community has been wonderful. You guys teach me everything I know. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Some things are more nutrient hogs than others. Yes, and that's the thing, is like, how, you know, I think maybe I'm starting to get lockout. Some of them are looking a little odd. Does that mean more reservoirs? No, I think random stoner thought, isn't it that plants eat metal on a molecular level? I mean, yeah, but I don't even understand what that means. I mean, yeah, it sounds crazy, but I gotta research. I'm like, what does that even mean? I probably sound really ditzy right now, you guys. But I swear, I grow and I'm learning and I do know things. So does that mean more reservoirs? No, but it means doing a better job at managing my reservoir. I have to figure out a way to kind of deplete the water supply, the 1/2 inch of water that's left in all buckets, to drain so that I can start anew and get clean nutrients in there. I'm always learning in my garden. Me too, you guys. But one thing is, I'll show you one more time. The one improvement I have is, you guys saw these tomatoes, the roots were, and how poor the root health was. We are learning things and making moves because our root system is just doing so beautifully well. Look at that. I can't even open this container. I'm gonna have to give those root trim, you guys. But yeah, those tomato plants are very, very healthy. So it's gonna take me a little bit of time. Oh, and also I forgot, we're gonna close off by testing one of these. I have yet to try one, and these ones at the back are ripe. These are my first tomatoes where I actually think I've got it right this time. The nutrients, the like the length of time stays on the vine. I think the flavor is going to be right. So here it goes, you guys. We've got our orange heirloom, an organic, non-GMO heirloom cherry tomato. And here we go. That was so much better than the ones that are growing here. That is proof that I'm learning, because that was a great tomato. Not too soft, but not underripe, and it wasn't tart at all. It was like a full-bodied sweetness and like a flavor bomb that explodes in your mouth. That was wonderful. I'm really proud of myself. That was really, really good. Wish I could share with you guys. Some nutrient that plants eat is a form of metal from the periodic table. Yes, I knew that. Are they sun gold or sun sugar variety? I have no idea. A friend of mine went to a grocery store in New York, and she bought these seeds that were greenhouse grown in Canada but sold in the States. And yeah, she brought me back a pack because she buys them for herself all the time and she loves them. And I don't know variety. I could go back and search. I'd have to find it. I'm gonna find the information and I'm gonna let you guys know tomorrow. We'll talk about it. But yeah, it's that is a great tomato, and I'm very, very excited to just continue to produce some good produce and learn how to grow my own food, you guys. So again, if you guys are interested in seeing the journey from like seed to seeding to setting up the orange tower, everything that goes into it, the nutrients, the amount of water, the mechanics of it. If you guys are interested, come find me live this week. I will be live every day, of course, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to be starting to transfer seedlings into the orange tower, get it filled, get it running, and get this show on the road. Winter's a coming, and I gotta eat. So it's time, you guys, it's time. Therefore, plant eat metals. Oh my gosh, they are only hope against future robot invasion. LOL. That's funny. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend, a wonderful last day of summer. Baker Creek Seeds is cool. I'm gonna have to try ordering some stuff from there. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate you. What a wonderful community. And I really had quite a few moments yesterday of reflection where I'm like, you guys have taught me so much, and I'm just forever grateful. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for hanging out. And thanks for participating in the chat and just being awesome. You guys are so great. So come hang out tomorrow. We are going to be, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be checking up on our seedling experiment, just getting things organized. We might put some stuff in the buckets, clone some more strawberries. So we're just going to be making moves to get to where we need to be for this winter. So you're not going to want to miss it. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Peace. And please don't forget to smash that like button on your way out. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And wonderful afternoon or rest of your day, guys. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Sending you all positivity. Bye, everybody. Thank you again.